Hussein.
Saddam
Uday Hussein.
son,
There
the
might be a
son
few mispronunciations of
Saddam
words
Hussein.
today because it is white trash gurus.
Now, half of the blokes are named Camel, so it's fine.
Welcome to White Trash Gurus.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
White Trash Gurus.
Kids, Magellan's a lot cooler than Justin Bieber.
For listening to me now shows what technology can do, even if it does give me a Scandinavian or American accent.
Fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Who the fuck are you?
You are listening to White Trash Gurus.
Catch up, bitch. Again, all right. Fucking ease up. Ease up. Fucking.
Kind of fucked me up a little bit.
It's 1 o'clock.
We're going to need beers for
It's 1
this
o'clock on a
episode.
Monday. It's going to 1 o'clock on a Monday. All right.
All right. Hello, everybody.
What's doing?
Okay, the tack for this week. Welcome back to White Trash Gurus. 10 minutes of us just talking gibberish. Then we're going to go into a deep dive.
Shoot the shit. We're going on our first deep dive.
Deep dive about a psychopath in history.
Never doing it again.
Probably one of the only times we'll be doing this because Steve will kill someone. And I think I know
This is very loud.
he starts with an A.
Is this loud in your ears?
Is mine too loud?
No, we're both loud. I feel like we're both probably the same.
That's all right. I can do that later.
All right.
That's all right. Do you want to? I can turn it down a bit if you want.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's all right. We'll keep it going. We're all good. All right. It does sound better. I think that sounds a bit better. You reckon?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. But
I've been formally taught how to use a fucking microphone, so
yeah,
it might sound a bit better this week.
we don't really know without holding it. You might as well fucking.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm. Still don't know what I'm doing.
What else were you doing this week?
Nothing. Very exciting. I cooked an amazing spaghetti bolognese last night.
Fucking hell, brother.
Yeah, about 4 days before that, I cooked a red wine stew. Fantastic.
Fucking hell, brother.
Garlic red wine beef stew.
You love a beef
amazing.
stew, eh?
It's the best.
Beef stew, beef stew, beef stew.
Especially in the cold weather.
I remember I was talking to my mate about like my favourite dinners, and I was like, I love it. My mum is a really good spag bowl cooker. And he was like, really? That's just like what people do when they just throw it together.
No. Let me fucking set the record straight on this, okay? You can do a half an hour spaghetti bolognese, which is what every mother does, all right? Or you can do the 4 hour bolognese, right? So when I was a kid, I was a fat little kid, right? My old man grew up in Leichhardt.
Yuck.
He grew up in Leichhardt, right? So he grew up his mates' mums taught him how to like give him tips on how you cook your bolognese.
Yeah.
Like proper Italian women, okay? He's like, no, they're like, give him the great. So my dad cooked growing up the best. He could cook, right? But his bolognese was crazy. I'd come home from school and I could smell it down on the corner. You know, I'm like, bolognese tonight. This is fucking. So I'm coming home at 3 o'clock. It's already cooking. All right, don't eat till 6. So that's so he used to cook his for like 4 hours.
Yeah, man.
So then one day I go over my mate's place. I don't know, 10 years old, 11 years old. Look in the kitchen, right? And it's like 5:30 and she's not cooking nothing. I'm like, oh, what's going on? What's for dinner, right? What's for dinner? And his mum goes, oh, we're having spaghetti bolognese. And I'm like, spaghetti bolognese? Like, what are we eating at 9 o'clock at night? What are you talking about, spaghetti bolognese? And 10 minutes later, she starts cooking dinner. She starts chopping onion and that, like onion that fucking big.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean? That doesn't.
And you're fuming.
Domino's. I've never seen Domino's tin like a jar. That was her sauce. I'm like,
Domino's.
what are you talking about? It takes 4 hours to cook the tomatoes down.
How the hell? Yeah, that's funny as
My
fuck.
dad's using like full tomatoes that he has to crush with his hands, you know what I mean? And it takes hours to cook down, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and they're using, like my old man, by the time it's cooked, the onion's dissolved. Like you don't even see the big chunks of onion that you could choke a fucking donkey with. You know what I mean? So I stopped sleeping over my mates' houses because like, I'm like, fuck
this
that.
This is a shit fucking
If
food
you want to
joint.
hang out, come and hang out at my place. So when my mates would come over on a Friday night, my old man always had the bolognese. I'd tell him, hey, Jay's sleeping over on Friday night, cook the bolognese, all right? So he'd always cook. And then Monday, That's all they'd be talking about at school.
yeah.
Mate, Dowse's dad's fucking bolognese is ridiculous because they've had half an hour bolognese. They've
Half-hour bolognese.
They've never had the 4-hour bolognese. There's a difference.
Do you reckon we do a White Trash Guru's cookbook where it's like
100%.
long?
I'll cook like a motherfucker.
That'd be good. I don't know what my dish would be. I'm not that good of a cook. I do good breakfast and that's about it.
What do you cook?
Like just bacon and eggs. Just strictly bacon and eggs and that. Yeah.
Just bacon and eggs.
Yeah, bacon egg sandwich maybe.
Listen, if you do it good, you do it good.
Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
my poached eggs. That's what I thrive.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you.
You know,
Real
poached.
easy.
Well, yeah, no. It's a woman's job.
You poach egg, you put a bit of vinegar in the water.
Bit of vinegar, spin it around, make it amazing.
Bing bang.
Righto. Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the poached eggs. I'm not a huge fan.
I do want to say to you actually before we start going into our deep dive.
I don't have to rush it.
I was in.
I don't want to talk about him.
Yeah, he's fucked.
This has been the last time, right? So I've been
positive
chat. Been trying to get positive again after the calamity of the beginning of the year. Obviously, the files put me in a bit of a stink. You know what I mean? Put me in a funk. I fucking army crawled me way out of it. Doing good. I'm high again. High energy. And then we're like, hey, we'll start doing like deep dives, historical deep dives. And I was like, we can get a lot out of this guy, I think, because I saw him. I knew about this guy beforehand, but I forgot how bad he was. And then when I started getting into it, because again, like I'm not just going to read one thing. I'm not just going to watch one thing. No. I'm going to go through a bunch of stuff, and it just got a lot. He's a lot. This fucker. He's a lot, man. He's basically Arab Joffrey.
Yeah, Arab. Have we told him who he is yet?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, okay, Arab Joffrey. Keep that in your mind. But I was gonna say I did a gay show the other day, right?
Yeah.
I thought this was, and before I go on stage, I'm not gay. Let's just put that right out there. But they have a token.
He's not out.
They have a token.
He's not out yet.
They have a token straight guy on the show, and then just before I went up for my set, a guy I used to play footy with at New South Wales Cup walks in with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm the token straight guy. I'm the token straight guy.
He walks past. I go, hey. And he goes, like, looks at me funny. And then, like, he's, hey. And he comes back and goes, oh, bro, I did not know you were gay. And I was like, I'm not gay, I promise you. But then...
Did you get up a photo of Millie? Like, this is me girl. Look at her.
No, but even that sounds fucked. You know what I mean? Like, because I went up to him.
Hey, Mandy.
Hey, Mandy. I went up to him. I went up to him after, and he's like, "Oh, my girlfriend was saying this. He has to be gay. He's just like, you know, he's not. He doesn't know yet. He has if he's here." And then I was like, now me defending myself makes it sound. You know those guys who have like a wife and kids who go to a gay club. You know what I mean? I'm like, the more I'm like, no, I'm not. The more it sounds like I am. Yeah. You got to be like, it's cool.
Look, it'd be fine if I was, but I'm not.
Yeah, that was the only thing. That was funny.
How was that? Was it a good show?
It was a fun show, bro. I went to it was a packed show. I thought I was going to get booed off stage.
The gays love me.
Yeah, they do love you. I thought just before I went up, someone goes, one of the MCs like, I don't do a lot of, this is good having a queer crowd, you know. Usually it's a straight crowd and everyone's like, boo. And I was like, fuck. Like, here we go. But yeah, it was a fun.
No, do you understand how much you can play with that?
Yeah,
like, because, dude, they're fucking fun. Gays
they're
are
good.
fun
They're good.
as fuck.
Yeah, that was a wild.
I'm not talking about the blue hairs. I'm talking about
not the lesbians,
real
the guys.
gays. Yeah, yeah exactly.
Yeah. But,
not the LBTs, but the Gs.
Bro, fan of the pod, the Gs.
I love the Gs.
We love the
I worked
G.
at RPA for 16 years. You don't think I love the Gs?
Yeah, I love the G, bro. The Gs, they're
and they
fun.
love me.
They're good. They're cracker, bro. That was a fun show. That was a great room, sick room. The Palms and Oxford Street, sick room. It's like a stage and everyone's around.
How many in the crowd?
I don't know. It started with like maybe 30 to 50, and then at the end it was like packed. Everyone was like standing up because it turns into a nightclub.
Who do I hit up about
Chris Knight, he has it.
Okay.
But yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's fucking great bloke as well. But it sucks because I had to. Because I was in Sydney and then I had a drink with a few people afterwards. I had to catch the last train back to Sydney to the Central Coast, and that was like 12:30 or something. Otherwise, I had to catch a bus back to the coast. Yeah. Right. And I had to take Millie to like work the next. And it's just like I'm on the train at 2:30 in the morning, just going fucking decisions. You know, decisions. some fucking Point Claire at fucking 2:30.
Nearly picking you up.
Nah, to drive. I mean, yes. Yes, you did. All right. The big finale. I mean, the big introduction. The big.
This is what we're going to start doing. We're trying to have guests on. No one wants to fuck a bar of us. So
That's not true.
we were going to go like a guest deep dive, maybe a shit talk session in between there somewhere, right? But this is our first deep dive. Again, I'm going to keep it positive because this guy, I got back after the Epstein files. I got myself back flying, high energy, and now this guy 2 days of this, like looking into him, and it was just like, ooh,
Yeah, man.
It leaves a fucking a funk on your soul
Because you don't believe people could be. It's like when I watched Jeffrey Dahmer documentary or one of these. I don't believe there could be people who would do that. You know what I mean? But once you know that there are people who
It's
did
not
do that,
like you know
it
that there's
fucks
cunts
your
out there
head
doing
up.
it. It's like you just don't understand how they can do that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like you couldn't believe someone could do that.
How could you do that?
Yeah,
to someone?
yeah. Like how could you? And then just smile and just move on and
And
go
just
about.
move on and go
Yeah.
about your fucking the next week.
Even worse, enjoy it. Like
Yeah, they get
a
some
kick
sort of
out of it. They get
perverse
chubbed.
frill out of it.
That's fucking. Thank God I don't have that, man. Imagine getting that gene. That would be fucked.
That's the lunatic. It's the what do you call
The
it?
warrior
the
gene?
psychopath.
Is it called the warrior gene?
Psychopath gene, dude.
Ah,
It's
right.
just psychopath.
Yeah. Do they find that? That'd be cool if they found
Well,
it.
most psychopaths have two things in common. All right, it's like 98% of psychopath, like the serial killers,
Yeah.
the deranged serial killers, like
Yeah.
your Bundys, your fucking Gacy, whoever.
Who else?
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
The bad
Ivan
ones.
Milat.
Bundy. Yeah. Two things in common. Their mothers did not show them love. All right. So no love from your mother and traumatic brain injury as a young kid.
Really?
Yep.
That's
nearly,
crazy.
Nearly every one of them had a crazy brain injury.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked. Because clearly they were cooked and they had like issues with their parents.
Yeah, but
and then,
all of them have retarded mums.
like they're
All of them have
good
retarded
segue.
mums. What do you mean? What?
okay. So let's the person for today.
All right, let's get into it.
The person for today that we're going to be researching is Uday
Uday
Hussein. Uday Hussein.
son. The
There might
eldest
be a
son
few mispronunciations of
Saddam
words
Hussein.
today because it is white
half
trash
of,
gurus.
Now, half of the blokes are named Camel, so it's fine. It's such a popular name, Camel.
Yeah, isn't it Kamal? Is it Kamal or Kamal?
No, I believe there's a Kamal, but I believe no, isn't Kamal?
Camel.
Isn't
Camel. It's not
no? They're
Camel.
literal Camel, but it's Kamal's the Indian singer that was popular in Australia
Kamal.
in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
Kamal,
yeah.
you know Kamal.
Yeah.
Bring him up. Bring up Kamal.
Kamal.
Kamal, you know Kamal. You know who I'm talking about?
No. Oh, the Kamal.
No, Kamal.
No. I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember any of his songs.
No, who knows any of his fucking songs? But you know his big dumb head, eh?
Rapper. Is he a rapper or singer?
That's Kamal. No, he's not a rapper. He's just the fucking singer. Yeah, that's him. That guy.
I like him.
He looks Fijian, the cunt.
He's got fucking fake tan on. He's not black. Oh no, he's black.
He's black as fuck. What are you
I
talking
feel
about?
bad. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, so
I did a bad.
that's Kamal. We're talking about
Uday.
Uday Hussein, fucking son of Saddam, eldest son of Saddam, complete and utter fucking lunatic. He's
Mental.
Arab Joffrey.
He's Arab Joffrey. He's mentally and he's like a Joffrey, a modern day Iraqi Joffrey.
Yeah. So
Or semi.
all right. So
You know, Iraq used to be called Iraq. No, wait. No, that was Iran. It used to be Iran, but now it's Iran. Anyway, move on. We're moving on for that. We'll cut that out.
please do.
We'll cut that out. So, yeah, but Saddam Hussein married...
If you don't know who Saddam is, all right, Saddam Hussein was the dictator of Iraq.
Yep.
Brutal dictator, a man who would, to quell dissent, okay, would wipe out entire villages. Like if there was a couple of guys in that village who were kicking up a bit of a stink, all right, causing a ruckus, pointing fingers, he would wipe out the entire village, men, women, children. Numerous times he gassed, what do you call it? Chemical
Chemical warfare.
Chemical warfare on his own people. This is the type of person you're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
All right. This is
any like assassinated political rivals or the regular shit.
Ridiculous.
Regular dictator stuff.
He would often purge his own party, the Ba'ath party,
That's
the
a classic,
Ba'athists, right? He'd call them in a meeting, call out names. You'd have to stand up, you'd walk out, and you were never seen again. You were just shot up against the wall.
Man, that's tough. Right? To be honest, we should do that. Nah, I'm not going to say that. We should do that.
100%. We should, in our millions, march on Parliament. We don't have to hurt them, but we drag them out, we kick them up the bum, and we say, hey, go and get a fucking delivery job. All right? Because you can't do anything else. You're useless.
This is what I think. I feel like a dictator, right? If you got a good dictator, it's probably good for society because they can get shit done.
Gaddafi,
right?
Before they stuck a sword up his ass on live TV.
Yeah.
He was doing good. He was doing good for that country.
Yeah.
That country
he done
was
a lot
great.
of good things. Yeah. A
lot of them Arab countries and African countries, you literally have to fucking rule with an iron fist.
Yeah.
To get shit done, to get anything done.
But then the problem...
They're the only countries that have roads.
Is the fact that once that person's dead, someone else has to come in and then they got all the power who necessarily aren't going to be a good leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem. And the problem when they give them to their son or they give it to and the son's fucking mental. Yeah. Like Uday over here.
Exactly.
Uday, when you look him up, if you get a second, I guess you're going to listen to it today. From everyone he met, they just said he was a psychopath, mental. He was named the Ace of Hearts.
The Ace of Hearts was just a corny thing that the US Army did, like when they brought out the number one guys. You know what I mean? So Saddam's the king of the Ace of Spades. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he was the most important. Look it up? I don't think.
Don't worry about it. Not that important.
Really, Mo, this is going to take a fucking.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
All right.
So Uday, one of 5 in the family.
Yeah.
Or do you have more than that?
I think
he had 5.
I don't think we need to go into this much detail.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, I was going to say Saddam Hussein married his first cousin and had kids.
Right.
And then his kids also married each of his cousins, which I thought was fucking crazy. You know
right. So Saddam marries his first cousin. So that means all his kids are retarded. Okay. Now this is a great starting point for the conversation because when you're this retarded, like when you marry your cousins, you open low IQ opens it up for like there's a direct correlation from low IQ to a propensity towards violence and sexual violence.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. Low IQ.
Grape, and if we're gonna have to beep.
We'll beep some stuff.
I don't want to say grape. I want to say the proper.
You can say rape. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll say it for you.
Yeah. So that's where you know what I mean. So he's already starting out like he's already speed running a lunatic fucking lifestyle.
He starts with a bad genetic makeup.
Right. So. Bang. He's automatically out of all the kids. He's the eldest son, so he's being groomed to take over the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Now his father, we spoke about how his father would often purge political rivals and stuff like that, even his own party. Well, they used to have a place where guys would just be tied to the wall and they'd be electrocuting them, like whipping them. Torture rooms. Like in the bottom of government buildings were these places, just torture rooms.
That's fucking...
Now, Saddam would often take this kid at young ages,
Uday.
5, 6, 7, Uday. He'd take him to these and watch his political rivals be tortured. He'd take him to public beheadings and hangings and stuff like that at a young age. So he's already retarded. He's already got a propensity towards violence. And then at a young age... You're taking him to watch this type of crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then probably buying him a shawarma on the way home. You know what I mean? Because he's been a good boy all day.
Yeah.
So, positive reinforcement.
And when you think
who knows what's going on in this fucking kid's head?
He probably participated in a lot of that as well as a kid. That he wouldn't just go and watch. Maybe for a while, but then after a year, surely the dad would have been like, "All right, you've been watching for a year."
I don't know about that.
You reckon? I feel like if you're gonna...
I think that's overkill, man. You're getting fucking tortured, and now this bloke's bringing his 5-year-old kid in to fucking to stat. You know what I mean? Like that's overkill. That's even for those cunts. It's too much.
That's too much. But you're not gonna. How long before you're like, all right, it's time to get in the game? I feel like a year of watching torture. Even especially from his point of view, you're like, I want to get in. I want to put some skin in the game.
I don't think it's about. Like Saddam wasn't the bloke doing the torturing.
Yeah,
you know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's just saying like this is what goes on. I'm the man, and all these people are here because I'm making sort of. You know
it's
what
like
I mean?
a power.
He's not taking him to do it. Like Saddam's not fucking stabbing them.
Yeah. Okay.
people,
Cool. Yeah.
right?
Okay, that makes way more sense than what I said.
So, so yeah, all right. So school years. There's not a lot about his younger school years. Did you pick anything up?
Well, the one thing I saw was
he's going to school with bodyguards.
Yeah.
So he's got military bodyguards everywhere he goes, even as a kid.
The one thing I saw was like a teacher said that he was a bit cheeky, not that good as a student, but like a pretty good kid.
Right. So
and
everything I've heard, even from his friends, is that he was fucking stupid as shit, but couldn't read or write.
Yeah.
Right. His best mate said he never saw a pen in his hand.
Yeah.
Right? He paid or made people do all his homework and shit for him. Like when he gets later on goes to uni, he just paid people to do all his thesis and shit like that.
Well, this was a teacher, right, at a school that he went to that I read. You're not saying anything other than that. I'm surprised she got away with
she said he was
cheeky.
Well, he wasn't very bright.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even say that. You know what I mean?
They would be
I found one count of a teacher in high school trying to like discipline him, and he admonished him for bringing contraband to school. That teacher was never seen again after that day.
Wow.
He went home and was never seen again.
Yeah. Imagine being the teacher in that class when you know that
you're just sick of this prick.
Yeah, you're just sick
of this little arsehole, and you're like, listen, just fuck off.
Uday.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there would have been a few people thinking they could have like gotten into him, you know, maybe I could teach this guy to be a better person than his dad, and then just quickly realise that this cunt is just fucked in the
It's
head.
not Dangerous Minds, bro. There's no fucking...
I'm trying to spin a good positive chat.
Fucking Michelle Pfeiffer. What's his name? Coolio.
Yeah, but from what I heard, because I did, so the way we're going to run this, because Steve Dowse is a lot more well read in this topic. It's going to be like you're going to run the show.
That's how
And then but I've looked a few things up. I know a bit. So
whenever I skip something that I haven't seen, jump in.
Yeah. So you run the show. The younger school years, that's all I really heard. He was a semi like.
There's nothing.
Student
There's
kid,
nothing about it. Like there's literally no
I'd
information.
like to imagine what he would be like because he's a nepo baby.
Can you imagine?
He's a nepo baby.
It'd be man.
Psychopathic nepo baby.
He's just walking up like hitting kids, taking their whatever he wants to do, he's doing.
Yeah.
You look at the teacher like, are you going to do something about this? The teacher looks at his bodyguards like, no, of course I'm not. This guy's got 4 fucking bodyguards standing around him.
Who all know fucking jiu-jitsu and
dude.
fucking...
Have you ever, like, you know the kid I'm talking about. When we were kids, everyone had that one kid that would like pick and pick and pick, all right? Yeah. And eventually you'd slap him or hit him back, you know what I mean? And then you got in trouble because he'd go running and crying. And then their parents were like, oh, what's going on? What are you doing to me? He was being a prick for like 30 minutes. You just did nothing about it. You just forced me to fucking do it at 8 years old. And now I'm the bad guy. What did you think was going to happen? Anyway. All right.
But him as like even going to school with a bodyguard, do you know like how as a young man, you kind of it's like a big ego game, you know, being at school, like you're trying to get with girls, you know, there's like a you don't really know who you are.
You don't even know what's going on, but there's a hierarchy building. Popular kids to nerds, right?
And this cunt's coming with bodyguards.
Man.
Probably knives and shit as well.
And as a kid, you don't really understand that Saddam's his dad and that all the, you know what I mean? Like the adults so you're a kid, you know that adults sort of, they police the state. If a kid gets out of hand, you know an adult's going to come in and do something about it, right?
Yeah.
But you're getting hit and bashed, and you're watching adults see this. You know what I mean? This kid just walking up, hitting you, taking your frosty away, or whatever is going on. You know what I mean?
And you go to your mum and dad, and you're like,
and you go, well, there's nothing we can do.
Little Uday, he punched me today, and you're like, toughen up. You know, that's just do not throw one back.
All right, now it gets worse anyway. So high school, obviously, again, the only thing I found was that that one teacher. Like he never did it. His mate said he never seen him do any work. He was just constantly disruptive. But we know what's going on. All right. So now he gets to university. Now this is where he starts showing his ass. Okay, because now there's adults. Like there's not just kids.
Smart.
Everyone's an adult. So often, if you were a woman, if you had a girl, a lady, if you were in the same class as Uday, often, if just say, Tuesday's economics or whatever it is, Uday's in my class. I ain't going to school. I ain't going to school on Tuesday because it was known.
He sees you.
Yeah, again, this is his best mate talking. If or maybe his body double. If you caught his eye up, right, you were going to get asked to come to a party where no one was, or you were going to be asked just, hey, come hang out with me at the palace. Okay.
God.
If he said no, you were going anyway. You were getting kidnapped by his guards, his bodyguards, and you were getting dragged in. Now, if you made it out alive, we all know what was happening. He was forcing himself on you. He was raping you. Yeah. If you made it out alive, if he let you leave, okay. Now, sometimes he'd just throw you off a building, or sometimes he'd shoot you. There is accounts of him feeding women to his big cats, his lions and his tigers.
Cunt.
Right. Now, if he let you go, he went to school the next day and told everyone what happened. All right. So your name was mud. This isn't a Muslim country where this is right. You're disgrazia. Yeah. Now. And it's on you. In Muslim countries, you get raped, that's on you. And it doesn't matter. And it doesn't help that fucking it's Saddam's son who done it to you. So you've got no point of recourse here. You're not
nothing you can do at all.
You've
you just got to move on.
So what this fuck would do, if he did let you go, he would send a letter to your father with a bunch of money saying, here, this is because your daughter's a whore and this is what I did to her.
Jesus.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Right? This is the type of fucking... Then this is
what we've been studying.
This is at 18, 19. Okay?
Fucking hell. Do you know what? The only thing I really learned from him going to university was he had a dream to go to Massachusetts to be a nuclear physicist.
Right, and they wouldn't let him in.
And they go, sorry, no go. So instead...
Okay, so let's talk about that. Like, when he goes to university, he wants to become a doctor. Yeah. That lasts 3 days. He's clearly way too fucking stupid to become a doctor, right? Because they can't let him become a doctor because...
He'll kill people.
Right.
Yeah.
So he ends up transferring to engineering. How smart's this cunt, right? This is the smartest retard in the world. Not only thinks he can be a doctor, but now maybe doctor's not going to work, but I'll be an engineer. I'll build rockets. You know what I mean? So he was, again, meant nothing. None of that meant nothing. He's not even doing the work. He's literally not doing the work.
Well, the thing that I found
no one's holding him accountable.
That made me laugh because he did go through Baghdad University and get a degree in engineering and a degree in political science and a PhD in political science.
Do you think anyone was going to let him near a fucking bridge though?
Yeah. But he's got a PhD he's a piece of shit.
They also knew that, all right, listen, just give him the fucking engineering degree. It's not like he's going to go and get a job and, you know what I mean, and start planning designs. Hey, fucking, do you know
That's
what I mean?
An Uday bridge.
All right, so he gets his... whatever.
I do want to refer to him from now on as Dr. Hussein.
I was going to call him dickhead. Like, I get to a point in this where he's just dickhead.
Yeah. Dr. Dickhead. But go on.
Young years. All right, so 1984. Do you got anything before he becomes the fucking Olympic Committee?
Nah, the thing that I like to think... I like to think about. I was playing it because there's not much. There's a lot of information about his crimes and all the things he did. But the younger years before, his childhood and university, it's more about him trying to build his. He wants to be a nuclear physicist. He wants to be all these things.
I guarantee it's just his mother. There'd be nothing but his mother. So we don't mention this. He's a complete mummy's boy. He's a mummy's boy like you wouldn't believe.
Well, he's obsessed. There's another thing that you said before.
What?
That the psychopaths are obsessed or they have mother issues. Mother issues. Yeah, because, other than that, nah. Yeah. besides that, it was the Massachusetts. And there was a quote that he said later, like after he did all his big worldly crimes, he said, someone goes, did you want to go to Massachusetts? And the fact that you couldn't go, what was that like? And he goes, yeah, not going there, that was a bitter blow. That was his whole take on it. I wanted to go there, so instead I went to an engineering degree in Baghdad, and that was a bitter blow. In America, the country that apparently he fucking hates. Yeah. So, yeah. Other than that, there's not really much to go on. But then we get to...
right, so this is the only part in his entire story that I could glean a little bit of humour from, all right?
Yeah. I felt like that was funny when he wanted to go to America to study, just because they all want to do that shit. And then later in their life, they're like, fucking...
America were never going to let this cunt in.
Yeah.
They knew who he was. Like, CIA had a fucking dossier on who this imbecile was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're never going to let him in.
Right. So, in 88, he's 20. Okay? He's 6'4". He's a big strapping...
6'4"?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Wow.
He's a big fella.
Fuck, that's horrifying. That's absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, because they're not big, the Iraqis. Yeah, right? They're not big lads.
6'4" psychopathic retard.
Right.
That's crazy.
With no one holding them to account for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Saddam, knowing that he loves sports, he loves soccer, he's a soccer fanatic, all right? Knowing this, Saddam makes him the head of the Iraqi Olympic Committee and the Iraqi Football Association. Okay, now this is the only bit that I find funny, right?
Yeah, God.
Almost immediately, athletes they stop being athletes like hotcakes. They're just quitting in droves. They don't want to, and it's because when you lose, he lose his fucking mind. He could not handle losing. Again, this is low IQ stuff. You know what I mean? This is monkey brain stuff. He just couldn't be like, you know what, the guy's tried hard, blah blah blah. No, when the national soccer team would lose, he'd take them to the national sporting facility where, again, every government facility had a fucking basement with a torture.
Welcome to the torture room.
Yeah, with torture rooms, right? So this entire place was like 3 stories underground, was just torture rooms. It was just cunts getting tied to walls, like electrocuted, you know what I mean?
What was his, do you know what his... Go on.
One of his favorite, his favorite torture.
Yeah. Like what
one of his go-to tortures was tying people upside down by the feet and then whipping their feet with iron rods. And this is what I found hilarious, right? Your soccer team loses. They're bad at soccer, right? So it doesn't help that every good athlete in the country for the first year just went, I'm not doing this anymore because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So this left all the B-grade athletes to take their place. So now they're even worse. If they were terrible athletes, you know what I mean? If Iraq wasn't good at sports before all their good athletes left, now they're really bad at sports, okay? And
no one wants to play.
They're never winning. They're never winning. Yeah. So every time you lose, you get taken to this fucking place. So on top of this,
that would suck.
Right? So when he becomes the guy, the head guy, he forces every coach to do superhuman training. You know what I mean? Like ridiculous stuff. Like,
he
doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's just like, no. What do? They do 20 jumping jacks, 4 hours of jumping jacks. Do you know what I mean? Like that's his idea. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
It's like when your first taste of a trainer on the coast, and they're like, okay, we're going to do laps for 20 minutes. You're not a trainer. You don't know what you're doing.
He got no idea. He was just forcing these guys to just do
jumping jacks,
ridiculous stuff. All right, so what is it? Yeah, he's forcing coaches to do shit. He couldn't handle feet.
He couldn't handle...
Bro, again, sorry to go back. No, go. How he fucking... So you play soccer. The most valuable thing in soccer are your feet.
It's your feet. It's your feet. This is what I find funny here. If these guys can't play football with feet, how are they meant to play without feet? He's destroying their feet.
Ruin them, bro.
He's destroying their feet.
And then they're also like...
They're going to play next week.
And then if they don't play...
They can't train all week. Their feet are fucked. You know what I mean?
And then he's also like, you have to play, otherwise I will kill you.
And then expects them to be better next week. Like, this is mass mental retardation. We just can't tell this kind of nothing.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
You can't tell him.
I've heard that when they would lose, sometimes he would make them train with a concrete soccer ball to like punish them.
I wouldn't put it past me because this is just the cover of his favourite things that he would do to these fucks. All right. Now,
Fucking hell, mate.
All right, so he'd put them in coffins, but he'd make them sit in a coffin, or they're like laying down coffins. Now that's terrifying because you don't know if you're even getting out of this fucking thing. All right, he might have been like burying it.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
You could have found, and then 24 hours the coffin he lets you out.
That's some psychological, mental, crazy shit. So you just and your athletes are just meant to be like the cream of the crop. You know, the people you respect and you love that you should look up to.
Yeah. So he's electrocuting you. Obviously, he'd had this contraption where he put your thumbs in it, and it was like a vice, and it crushed your thumbs between two bits of wood, and like he just screwed it down. What else is there? Yeah. So. Oh yeah. He also, if you like spoke out, he'd just torture your entire family. Sometimes kill your brothers and that.
But if you just said like, oh,
But that wasn't right. That wasn't right. Well, what he's doing is not right to us. And like all the, like just say you spoke out on the Iraqi news or in the paper. Like you said, I don't think what's going on is good for the Iraqi sporting. You know what I mean?
It's something that everyone's thinking.
Yeah, he just take your whole family, torture them. They never see your brothers again. So imagine. So then he starts his own football. He buys his own football team. Starts his own football team.
Yeah. Well.
Obviously, he wants the best players. Okay?
Yeah.
So imagine. Johnsy is the best football player.
Yeah.
He has
Andrew
Johnsy. Yeah, Andrew Johnsy.
Yeah.
He like, hey, Johnsy, I want you to play for us. And Johnsy's like, nah. All right. Johnsy's walking his dog the next day, gets pulled into a van, beaten. And then, hey, on the news that night, Johnsy's like, yeah, guess who I'm playing for? All right. So that's the type of shit he does. Right? He's just a fucking menace. 1988. Are you got anything to talk about that?
A soccer thing is just beyond comprehension of how dumb that is to fuck your best players up and expect your team to get better.
But what about he's doing the same thing to everyone in the Olympics. Yeah. Long jumpers. Dude, as an Iraqi long jumper, you ain't winning shit.
Yeah.
All right, you're there to compete. See, he doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
They're not going to win. They're not there to win.
You're going to 100-meter sprint.
Yeah, right.
That's the fucking different. Yeah, and then he's punishing them for giving it a crack.
They're just having a good old-fashioned crack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean nothing to him.
Mate, imagine being an athlete.
And they can't even enjoy it. This is what I want to do. I want to go find soccer matches from back then when he was in charge. Now, they're going to get beaten 3-4-0, whatever. But I want to see how hard these cunts are trying. You know what I mean? Yeah. What, they could be running, keeping...
It's like the 89th minute and they just everyone...
They're chasing everything and they can't walk properly because their feet are... It's fire. Yeah, they're cobbling. You know what I mean?
They're like crawling to the fucking... Dude.
But they're running after everything. Do you know what I mean? I want to see the effort these fucks are giving. And he doesn't even respect that. You know what I mean?
And he's sitting there watching, and as he looks at the crowd cheers, and then as he looks away, it's not here and shit. Because I did look up. I found out that any journalist that didn't put out papers and stuff that was unfavorable towards his team, gone. And I'm like, that's funny. Imagine losing, and they're like, oh, we lost, and then everyone thinks you won, and then you go, get tortured, you know? It's like the whole paradigm of this whole thing is like fucking mental. Right, we're gonna play it. We'll move on.
All right, so flash forward, 1988.
1988. What happens?
Age 24. Right, so we spoke about how he's a mama's boy.
Yeah.
Right. This is the death of Kamal Hanna. Saddam's right-hand man, his driver, food taster, as in like, if someone's going to poison me. This is the fucking world these cunts are living in, dude.
Yeah.
Where you need a food taster.
Yeah.
Because someone is going to fucking poison you. I told you, they're the Joffreys or whatever they are. The Lannister, I don't know. I never watched that show. But you get what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's the Joffrey. It's I've watched the show,
All right.
Game of Thrones.
So, he's driver, but more importantly, he's pimp. All right? Now,
All right.
one of these women that he introduces Saddam to becomes one of Saddam's young wives. Saddam has more than one wife. But Uday's mum, the bottom bitch, the main woman, she's not happy at all. starts getting in Uday's head. Uday's already a lunatic, right? So he's not happy about this shit. One day, they're having a party. It's a huge party for Hosni Mubarak. He's the Egyptian prime minister at the time.
Yeah, right.
So it's a huge gathering. As they do, the Iraqis, they cap off fucking AKs in the middle of parties. You know what I mean? Like getting into it, like dick, dick, dick.
Do they?
You never seen them fucking shoot shit?
Yeah, I've seen that, but I thought
They
that was
do
just
all
like
that.
a war thing. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, they'll in the middle of parties, they'll just shoot in the air.
That's mental.
Yeah, they
what
are.
the fuck?
So Uday was big for this. He'd do it inside in the middle of the fucking right.
Desk pop.
So this guy, this Kamal Hanna's shooting off an AK. Uday comes over and goes, "Hey, fucking," you know what I mean? He's not happy. He doesn't like him anyway. He's like, "Stop doing that." Guy goes, "Piss off." You know what I mean?
Right.
So Uday goes and gets a huge stick, comes back and starts just beating him over the head with it in front of everyone at this huge party.
Yeah,
This
right.
is a party for a foreign diplomat. It's not just, hey, we're having a party on Friday night.
Yeah.
This is a huge fucking thing. Yeah,
Yeah, this would be like one of their
Imagine
Egyptian, would
Imagine
be.
if Xi Jinping comes over, right? We're having, and then Albo's fucking retarded son just starts killing someone in the middle of the party.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. All right. So he beats his cunt to death. Right. There's again, I watched a bunch of shit, but there's one report. It's only in one of like 8 things that I watched that he then shot him in the head. But every other report is he just dies of massive brain hemorrhage. You know,
And
what I
just
mean?
beats the shit out of
Just
him.
blunt force trauma. He just caved his head in
front of everyone.
20 shots over the head with a big
Wow,
thing.
that's fucking
in front of everyone.
mental.
So later on, Hosni Mubarak is asked about in an interview, and he says, "Yeah, this guy's one word. He goes psychopath. That's all he says about him. He goes, he's an absolute complete psychopath." Okay,
Psychopath.
So Saddam pissed off about this. This is his number one guy. This is his pimp, his food taster. He's got apparently Saddam's best friend. Again,
right.
Imagine your best friend is the guy that you have like, hey, someone might poison me and
Saddam's-
kill me,
yeah.
right? But so I get my best friend to just eat me
yeah,
food.
yeah.
Why would it be your best friend?
Yeah, what?
Do you know what I mean?
That
Like-
is always a weird dynamic in any world, like a bodyguard, him, or
Yeah.
like even like a manager for your career. They try to be your friend, whatever it is. It's always a weird
Yeah.
dynamic of they get.
But why
something
would you
from
send if he's your best friend? Why
Yeah,
would you have him
I don't think they have
potentially
friends,
die?
Surely they're not.
They don't know what friends are.
Yeah, they would not know. They
They're
would
just
they would have.
People terrified to do
Yeah,
or
yeah.
say or look the wrong way in front of you. That's all it is.
Uday's had that since he was a child,
Yeah.
and he's never really experienced a proper human emotion.
Crazy.
That's fucking.
All right,
mental.
so Saddam's pissed at this. Okay. Saddam's pissed at this. He's gonna apparently he was gonna like really make an example out of him because he's been fucking up for a long time. This dude.
Yeah.
Right? He was apparently gonna send him to jail for this. The mother steps in again, okay, and says, "Nah, listen, take it easy." So this is the punishment. They exile him to Sweden to work in the Iraqi consulate.
Yeah, right.
That's
not a fucking
no,
what?
it's great.
Yeah.
So by all accounts, he gets there. He's got all his entourage with him. Okay, all his mates, he's got no mates.
He's got all the people he dragged from Iraq.
No, his bodyguards. His bodyguards are his friends, right? His bodyguards do everything for him. So he's over there. He's just living a playboy lifestyle. Apparently, he pulls a pistol in a club. They kick him out of Sweden. He gets kicked out. He goes back to Iraq with tail between the legs. He apologizes to his dad. Apparently, his dad welcomes him back with open arms. But they do keep him at a bit of a distance. Now, for his whole life, he's going to be the guy who succeeds Saddam. Yeah. Now his brother Qusay. His younger brother Qusay, who's a short, fat, dumpy guy, but apparently pretty smart. Like he understands what has to happen, like in that world. You know what I mean?
He's grown up with Uday as an older brother as well, which would have been like
fucking terrifying.
That would have been horrifying.
Like you'd just never be out of your mother's sight. Like you just constantly want to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd be like following her around.
Are you watching this? Fuck, what's going on? You know what I mean?
You know when you're young, with my brother, when you're young, and then the ads start coming on, and you're like, oh fuck, here we go, and then like halfway through the ads, my brother start getting bored. And then they start fucking, and then the next minute it's on.
Now the TV, exactly.
And then, but this cunt's pulling out a machete.
Yeah, he's killing your dog and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
do you know how many puppies this fuck killed? I
He's
don't know,
twisted
but
their
I
heads
just
off.
imagine.
I could imagine him being horrible to animals from fucking.
Yeah, so he's welcome back, all right, with open arms. But again, he's not. Everyone knows he's not being groomed for succession now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's lost the favor of the father.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to a bunch of the stuff that he does.
The sad stuff.
We went from 24 to 31, age 31, 1995. This is where we're gonna kick back off.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, he has been Uday for the last 6-7 years. He hasn't stopped being Uday. Right?
Yeah.
He's still a fuckhead.
There's been no repercussions for his actions ever in his life.
Right.
Yeah.
So, age 31, 1995, he's giving a speech at a party, at something that's going on. Now, because he's retarded, I don't know if you know a lot about inbred, but when you're inbred, your jaw's always fucked up. You ever got an underbite, like the Habsburgs? You ever heard of that?
The Habsburgs.
Bringing them up. Look up the Habsburg retardation underbite. These are people who've run the world for thousands of years.
Underbite.
Is that your phone going off? Don't worry about it. No, fuck them. The Habsburg jaw. Yeah. So see this underbite here? This is what happens when these fucks become really badly inbred. Right. You get the... Eventually you can't even talk. Like, it's so bad. Your tongue's so... Yeah, and you just drool, right? So this is what he had. He had that
one?
Yeah, he had that. Right. So it made him talk fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, so he's given a speech one day, and one of his uncles, in-law, it's an uncle-in-law, okay? This guy marries Saddam's cousin, right?
His uncle, cousin, or
whatever
whatever the fuck.
He starts making fun of the speech impediment that he's got, right? His lisp. He had a lisp. So he starts making fun of it. Someone goes back and tells Uday, right, hey, this guy's making fun of you. So Uday just walks in. This is at the same party, like the same night. Walks in with an AK, just starts shooting this guy. Hits him 6 or 7 times, right? Now this guy's bodyguards, his mates that he brought to the party, they're all dead. They just get killed by it. They get dragged out the back and killed. But because of this guy's someone, they don't kill him. But he gets fucked up. Like, he's been hit at point blank range with an AK-47. He loses his leg, part of his stomach, and again, there was one account I read, he lost his sexual organ. I don't know if that was his balls or if he actually shot his dick off. Yeah. Now, again, this is the one thing I found pretty funny. Can you imagine if he actually shot his dick off? Like, shot his dick off? I think he just lost his balls, but...
But, like, that's fucking... Even that... Like, what do you choose? You guess you choose your dick over your balls every time, don't you?
No, I'll take my dick.
You take your dick, yeah. You got to take your dick.
What are balls without a dick?
What the fuck?
You don't need balls without a dick. If my dick's still going to work...
What was that question?
I'll stick my balls into her butthole. No, you're going to take your dick.
Crazy.
Yeah, of course.
But we don't know if it was his balls or his
I think
penis.
he lost his balls, right? Yeah. Sexual organ, whatever. Yeah.
Come on, man. Tell us.
This guy,
like the people who are reporting.
So again, Saddam's big time mad. All right, this could be the end. This could be this could be the end of Crusade. But he gets very lucky here. The very next day, the Camel brothers.
Yeah.
All right, another Camel. The Camel brothers are Saddam's son-in-laws. They're married to Saddam's 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Now these guys are in charge of Iraqi oil, military spending, and food. These guys are food imports because Iraqi don't have any. Like
farms.
They just give oil and military stuff for food. Yeah. You know what I mean? Bring food in. So these guys are in charge of basically everything.
Yeah,
They've got a lot of money. Now they defect the next day. They defect to Jordan for a deal. Look, we're going to give you state secrets if you just keep us safe. Take us in, keep us safe.
Yeah, right.
So
that's his sisters and his cousin.
That's his sister's husbands.
Yeah, sisters'
that have done that.
Okay,
so
cool.
They sort of get him off the hook for the shooting the night before.
Yeah,
because Saddam now has bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's got shit going on.
Right. So I've already gone through 2. That's enough. So
get another beer if you want.
It's fine.
It's all right. It's up to you.
Saddam is he's big time mad, but this happens now. They've got to worry about this. We're not going to worry about it. A year later, it's stupid. They bring him back into. They're like, no, these guys are completely forgiven. They come back and they're killed immediately.
Oh, righto.
Yeah, basically immediately.
Yeah, what the
Like,
fuck?
so the day that they come back, so they're like, hey, no, you're fine. We want you back. You're my son-in-laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
right.
they come back, and Saddam immediately says to his daughters, divorce these fuckheads immediately, right? So we know what's going to happen. They're going to get killed the next day.
Yeah.
They end up getting killed. They send the army. They kill them.
Do you have any like torture to death?
No, they just killed them. Like they
Just
didn't.
shot 'em,
They
just
did
fucked
not
'em.
allow. They went out
Yeah, okay. Just
because
murdered 'em.
you want to go out like that. You'd rather get shot than
Yeah.
tortured for weeks by
Yeah,
these
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
lunatics. So that's a pretty much a common theme. Like if you're going out, you're going to save the last bullet for yourself in many cases.
Oh, righto. Yeah,
because
that makes
you're
sense.
dying anyway. They know
Yeah.
these cunts are dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know they're dying.
Yeah.
So you either
Fuck, man, that's a crazy mindset to have to have.
you're
eh?
not allowing yourself to be taken into
Yeah, fuck it.
captivity.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be tortured.
Yeah, and then you'll die. Yeah, like you're gonna
so
die.
get it over and done with.
Yeah.
Right? At least have a bit of like I'm
Fuck
going
it.
out my way.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. All right, so there's that. We move on to he's 32 now, a year later.
32.
Now, something that you know a bit about this, so you can take a bit of the reins on this.
What was
But
this?
one of his favorite pastimes was cruising the streets in his very expensive cars, right? And picking up girls off the street,
Like many of us,
no, but like
not off the street though.
dragging them off. Like, hey, do you want to come? This was his thing. You want to come party? No, well, you're coming anyway, sort of thing.
That's like a fucking crazy pickup line, eh?
Yeah. Anyway, so he would do this in a certain district, like and it was a shopping district, right? Because a lot of the young girls out with money to shop, you know what I mean? Like better style of woman, I'm guessing, whatever. But so there's a dude in this area who's not part of their political. They don't like Saddam's political fact. The Baathists, they're against the Baathists, right?
So the Baath
the Baath
party are the Saddam Hussein
That's
party,
Saddam's.
and they hate them. They don't like them. Yeah.
So not only is he not on board with the Baathists, but he also doesn't like what's going on because everyone knows what's going on. When they see the Porsches drive through, or the Ferraris, they know it's this fuck, and they know what he's doing to the girls.
Yeah.
So this guy don't like it. He tries to assassinate him. He hits 50 bullets sprayed from an AK-47. Out of 50 bullets, he hits him 17 times.
Fucking Jesus Christ! Did it hit him just like all over his body?
All over his
peppered
body.
the cunt?
Yeah, just peppered him.
Yeah,
All right?
fucking hell.
Now, somehow this asshole fucking survived.
They always survive.
How
These
did he
psychopathic mental nutcases.
17 bullets from an AK, he survives.
Yeah,
This
50
is
Cent only got shot with 9.
9.
Yeah.
And that was a 9mm. Like not a AK-47 goes through you like that.
Yeah,
Because they tumble.
Yeah,
You know, right?
fucking
So when
hell.
it AK-47 hits you, it leaves it like a wound.
Like a big
crazy channel.
Yeah,
because
fuck.
they don't come in like that. They tumble, rotate
right.
end over end.
Wow, that's fucked.
Yeah.
And he got 17 times.
17 times.
Fucking hell. And he survived?
He survives.
Yeah, right. Now he's cranky. Now he's fuming. Now
he
you
comes
got an
out of this-
angry, cranky
he's all-
retard.
Yeah, he's fucked up. He's got like
Yeah.
he walks with a limp, gets hit in the spine, so he's got spinal pain. He's in agony.
Yeah,
so
right.
As bad as this fucker was beforehand,
Yeah.
now he's completely unhinged.
Yeah,
you
he's
know what I
losing
mean?
it.
He literally wants to see people going through as much pain as he's in now.
Fuck.
Right. So now he's incentivized to do all the shit.
Yeah,
As bad as he was before, rank it like just turn the knob up by like 10.
Fucking, bro, he was mental already.
Okay.
And how old is he? 32 now? So he's experienced in torture and how to fuck with people mentally and how to, control people.
And now he's even more
He's
angry.
angry, yeah.
Now he's even more angry.
Yeah,
He was
that's
probably just doing it for the love of the game before, right? Now he's like, ah. All right, so another one of his favorite pastimes is parties.
Yeah, right.
Okay, now often his parties would be 60 people. There'd be 55 women that he's dragged in off the streets somehow, you know what I mean? And 5 of his best mates. Now, the other people at the party...
That's
Again,
just
they're not
mental,
even,
bro.
no one wants
That's-
to go. None. Imagine your best mates, the prince of the country.
Yeah.
Right. He has parties. These are going to be the greatest parties, but you don't even want to go.
Yeah, well,
that's how much of a fuck, right?
Yeah, but
They should-
also the guy, his good mates are probably pieces of shit as well. And they're like, you're going to bring the girls in for us.
But maybe not even. Maybe
You
they're
reckon?
just like
Just too
people
scared.
who are too scared to ever have said
Yeah,
no, and like no if you do say something, but
Or even if you kind of look like you could say something, he would pick
whatever.
it up. Yeah.
Right.
it'd
So
be fucked.
one thing he would do. So this isn't a country like they're Muslims. They don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
If you went to his party, he's going to force you to be blind drunk. He's going to force you. He made this drink that was vodka, gin, bourbon,
Just a rocket fuel.
just everything, just laid on top of each other, and he made you drink it. If you didn't drink it in 10 minutes, he'd get his bodyguards to beat you, shave your head, your mustache, right? Which again, in that culture
fine.
is like that's one of the worst things you can do to someone, to shave their head, and that it's like very demeaning.
What's like disrespect? Like
It's very disrespectful.
So no
it's
one's got-
demeaning.
Yeah,
So,
right.
you've made this come like
shave his head.
yeah, may as well be sticking a carrot up his ass in
yeah,
front of
yeah,
everyone.
yeah,
It's the
right.
same thing. All
And
right,
he-
the
and-
same sort of like, I'm
Yeah, just because they didn't drink this fucking
Social
crazy
taboo.
rock fuel drink that they fucking.
Yeah.
I guess
So
we,
this-
we all have that friend. Like, have a shot, you fucking pussy. And then he's just that. And then he's like, if you don't do it, we'll shave your head and beat the fuck out of you.
yeah. So he's doing that to you in front of the whole.
And then
crowd.
also, imagine being the bodyguards, right? They probably don't really like it. And then he's like, go beat them up. And then they're just like, sorry, bro. And just beating the shit
we're
out.
going to do it, or we're
we got to do
you know
it.
what happens
or
to
I'm-
us, or I'm going to
yeah.
get shot tonight. So okay, favorite pastime still. He used to love this thing. This is the worst. This is probably the worst thing he did.
Yeah, okay.
It's fucked up. Like this is retarded to the max.
What is it?
His favorite pastime, party crashing, wedding crashing. I mean, the
Wedding
wedding,
crashing.
You know what he would do?
No, what?
So he'd drive around Friday, Saturday night with his goons, okay, looking for wedding parties. When he'd find one, when he'd see people celebrating a wedding, he would invite himself in. Hey, look who's here, guys. Yeah. This meant only one thing.
What?
He's going to fuck the bride.
Oh, bro.
Now he's kidnapping the bride. Like, so he'd come in, hey, look who's here, we're just partying. And he'd be partying, shooting off guns with everyone. But everyone knew what was going to happen. Eventually the lights were going to go out, the lights would come back on, and she'd be gone. And he'd just be standing there like with a couple.
Fuck, bro.
All of a sudden half of his bodyguards are gone too. And he'd just be standing there going, where'd she go? Oh, I guess the party's over, and he'd leave. The bodyguards have taken the wife. There was one. So he had a body double. And this is from like his story. At one of these parties, literally the husband, the lights came back on. The wife's gone. The bride's gone. The husband just walked up to his father-in-law, took a pistol out of his pants, shot himself on the dance floor because he knew what was happening. But they were never going
Fucking G.
Again, often he'd just feed these women to. It was just prima nocta. You know what I mean? Like
He would just like.
he wanted first dibs.
Nah.
He wanted first dibs on, and because he thought he was the prince, the king. He
Yeah.
got that. You know, in his mind, he got that. So, and again, sometimes he'd let you go. Sometimes he'd feed, depending on how deranged he was at the time. He'd feed you to a tiger. Throw you off a building or off a bridge on the way home.
Yeah.
He'd just say, "Hey,
Flamethrower.
take her home, like drop her home, and in front of her, and then as she walked out the door, just go, just throw her off the bridge." Yeah, just like that. So he's
Bro, what are those people who are obsessed with physical pain? It's like gets them
a
off.
sadist. He's a sexual sadist.
Sexual
So,
sadist,
listen,
yeah.
He was raping them. You got to cut the
Raping
because
them.
we'll get fucked up. But he's doing that. Can you imagine the other? Like he's biting them. Like he used to bite
Oh.
chunks. He was a sexual sadist. He's
Yeah,
a bad
right.
guy. He's a bad guy.
Oh, he seems like a fucking.
I'm not trying to. If
For a
anything,
doctor.
if you're getting the idea that this guy's in any part, he
Like
has
redeemable.
Good, yeah, no,
No, yeah.
he's not. All right, so
Bro,
have we? You got anything to add before
No, 32. We're at
the
32.
last chapter?
Before, the
All right, July 22.
We are.
2003.
We're over an hour now, I think.
All right. Well, you got a little bit to cut out, but so real quick, July 22, 2003. They're hiding out so they've been Operation Iraqi Freedom. Okay, the US has gone in after 9/11.
Yeah.
They're breaking this down. They're after Saddam. Now Uday Hussein and Hussein's son Mustafa, they're together. They're running. They're on the run throughout Iraq together.
Mustafa.
They bunker down in a safe house in Mosul. Now, there's a $30 million bounty on their head. A guy, some fucking sheep farmer, some goat herder walks into the US command center and just says,
right.
"Is this $30 million for real?" They're like, "Yes." He goes, "They're there." All right. So
Fucking oath.
he gets the 30 million. These guys just roll up with tanks and loudspeakers going, "Hey, come out, give yourselves up." They come under fire, and for 4 or 5 hours, they just blow the shit out of this. Right?
Yeah.
After a while, they don't hear nothing back. They go in, and everyone's dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
They're just dead.
That's fucking sick.
That-
So a
that's how
goat
this
farmer,
lunatic-
the guy that
Or
his
whoever.
whole, well, like, yeah, you know, just a regular human being.
Just
in
a
their
guy walking around in
yeah,
sandals.
Yeah. And the ones that he looked down on his entire life, treated like shit, you know, that type of person who he didn't give a fuck about was the one who got him done in. If he was more loving,
They would have got him eventually.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
exactly.
That's a good ending to the story of
Yeah.
Uday, the psychopath.
Fucking good riddance.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not even joking, man. This did a number on me. Now, because
Yeah.
I'm good at getting high energy again. I know how to, but
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again.
I don't think it's a
wanna
good idea.
I'd love to do Steve Irwin next.
Yeah, Steve
just
Irwin would
to
be
wash
good.
the funk off this.
Yeah. But that can't. Steve Irwin is the opposite to this guy.
I guarantee Steve Irwin never fed anyone to a crocodile.
Yeah, no, that can't. Everything he says, Steve Irwin, is just.
It's going to be a sad
uplifting.
ending, but
Yeah, I listen to his thing sometimes when you when you feel down or whatever, and he has that video where he goes, "You just got to get after it, man. That's what life's about, you know." You're like, what a good, just happy dude.
love you,
know?
Steve. Oh, love you, brother.
But this guy, man, yeah. Even when you said I want to talk about Uday. And I was like, I didn't really know nothing about it. And then I started looking into it, and I was like, oh, this guy is fucking fucked.
Right?
This guy is fucked.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how bad he was. I knew that there was a lot of meat on the bone. That
Yeah, it's like, do you know, it's like certain people can get themselves, they're born that way, they molded into it or whatever, and they get themselves into a space where they can't get in trouble for their actions. And then from that, it's just until they die. You know, it's just like they're never going to be redeemed.
Hunter Biden is like not too far removed from this cunt. You got to understand that.
Yeah. Like
If Hunter Biden could have been getting away with throwing like with prostitutes in a fucking wood chipper, he probably would have been. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's what I mean. That the guardrails in some societies.
Same thing. My
Yeah.
dad's super powerful. I've never been in trouble
yeah.
for a single thing I've ever done. I've never been brought to account. You know what I mean? They say I'm going to do whatever.
And he would have just looked at people as just toys, pretty much. Yeah, just fucking toys for me to fuck with. Which is, yeah. And then, women, they would have sucked to be in Iraq, Baghdad, around those times. That would have been, oh, mate. When you said that before, when you're like, he would drive around and just like, come here, that would be fucked. You might as well walk around with a gun and just go fucking bang. Because you're going to get raped, tortured, fed to the lions. That's mental.
And again, if he does let you go, your dad's getting a fucking
a
a
video.
ladder. Then in that culture, that's worse.
Yeah.
Your dad knowing that you got cornholed and fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that sucks.
I stuck a bottle in a butthole.
That's not funny. I'm sorry for laughing. Oh, this has been the least laughing
Here's
podcast
some
I've
money to help you get over that. Ugh. Now the thing is that father will never look at his daughter the same way. His daughter,
done. Everything.
like she's scum to him now. Like he can't even it's not my baby daughter anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In that culture, there's no coming back from that.
Do you reckon we should put? Do you know when they?
We could probably cut this out.
Yeah, well, I don't know. This is just shit talk.
We've been going a while. It doesn't have to go an hour, but why can't it go an hour and 20?
It can. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I've seen podcasts go for 2 hours. Joe Rogan does it for 5.
We can do it as long as we want. But what I was gonna say is the fucking
Ears are sweating.
the wedding. You don't have to wear them. Only one of us needs to wear them.
No, I need one though.
The wedding people. I wonder if the wedding's just dropped off. You know what I mean? Like,
You just stop having
you
weddings.
just why bother? Why risk
Just
having
have it
a
be-
wedding?
Yeah, don't have it like so fucking.
Yeah, like just don't have one.
Yeah,
I'll just be like, I guess it's very important.
just have it at home.
Just have it at
You know what I
home.
mean with your friends.
You don't want
And
it,
your
bro. Imagine seeing that come walk into your wedding. You go, no, fuck. Wrap it up. Oh, it's just closing. We just closed. We're shutting everything down. Everyone's
We
getting
just
out.
got divorced.
We got divorced. I don't even like her. Yeah, it's fucked. Anyway, that was the story of Uday.
No, you just be like, pussy stinks.
Pussy stinks, brother.
Uday,
brother.
you're used to getting real good pussy. I'm telling you, pussy's trash.
That's
She got trash pussy.
This is shit, brothers. There's sand in this. Oh no.
All right, we're done. Thanks for listening, fuckers.
See you, brothers.